Speaking of Jordan Poole, I don't. Yeah, that's true. Well, getting into what Cam talked about with his pick with Jordan Poole getting 9.5 points, that leads into the video with what happened to JP, man? What happened to JP? One of my favorite players. I'm a stan of JP, but let's see what this dude video breaks down. Let's see what he breaks down. Let's see what he finds out. Let's see if there's any analytics, if there's anything going on in the locker room that we don't know about. We got to figure out what's going on with Jordan Poole right before this game starts in 10 minutes or roughly 15 minutes because, you know, commercial breaks. All right, let's see what this guy got in store for us.
Happened to Jordan Poole just one season ago. A 22-year-old breakout star, Jordan Poole, helped Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors get back to the NBA Finals and defeat the Celtics. He played so good that the Warriors decided to use their max contract on him. A 4-year, $128 million contract. And 2 seasons ago, a lot of fans didn't even know who Jordan Poole was. Before we get too deep and start talking about Jordan Poole and all of his problems, it's the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, and at the time was basically just a role player off the bench for the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
At the end of that season, in the play-in tournament, Jordan Poole kind of got his rep up. He started playing pretty good, and it kind of got fans on notice. The Warriors lost in the play-in to the Memphis Grizzlies, and all the Warriors fans were very disappointed, but they did have one bright spot to look at, and that was Jordan Poole. Now, I don't think anybody expected Jordan Poole to be the savior of the Golden State Warriors, but in the following season, Jordan Poole bumped his scoring up from 12 to 18.5 points a game. His assist numbers went from averaging 2 a game to 4 a game.
His numbers were so
I don't think
tough.
Anybody
18 and 4.
that. And not only that, he helped lead his team to the NBA championship. In that season, he started 51 games. He only played 76 games, which is crazy because this season he played all 82 games for the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole has more starts last season than this season, and you could say that might be because of the Klay Thompson injury, but Jordan Poole had 51 starts last season compared to 43 this season. And to me, this means something. I know it doesn't really make sense because it's like, okay, who are you going to start Jordan Poole over? Andrew Wiggins? Klay Thompson? Stephen Curry? Hell no. But I think a 22-year-old player coming off a breakout season, looking like an upcoming star in the league, probably inflated his ego a little bit. I mean, think about it. He was 22 years old. He just won a championship. He's on top of the world.
On top of the world.
Winning,
what's up,
the
babe?
media loves you. The media was
That's
hyping
facts.
Jordan.
When you're
Poole
winning,
up.
talk about it, bro. He's literally speaking facts because everybody beside, including myself, bro, when I found out and saw JP had the potential, I was along for the ride, along with everybody else, man. Everybody was pool party. I'm about to start my nails. Okay, I'm gonna be here and watching Dance Moms. All right,
Everybody was thinking he was going to be the next Stephen Curry.
Thought you going to be in stream.
Mainstream media started talking about Jordan Poole more often, comparing him to players that been in the league for a while or younger players and giving him the edge on a lot of them. Now, what the hell does this have to do with anything? Listen. Jordan Poole was 22 years old at the time. That is extremely young in the NBA. Yes, he had a great season, 18.5 points a game, 4 assists, and his team won the championship. But this is when I think things started to get a little bit rocky for Jordan Poole and the Golden State Warriors.
See what happened.
Now, everybody probably already knows this, but after Jordan Poole got his 4-year, $128 million max contract with the Golden State Warriors, that meant Draymond Green could no longer get his extension, or Draymond Green couldn't get the money that he was looking for. And Draymond Green has been a part of a lot of championships with the Golden State Warriors and was very important and a key part for all of them. He's a veteran. He's a proven veteran that had championships with the team already.
He's a defensive player of the year.
Decided to give the max contract to a 22-year-old player having a breakout season in his 3rd year. Now, I'm not saying the Warriors made a mistake doing this, because Jordan Poole looked at times like the best player on the court for the Golden State Warriors that season. He was honestly looking like the next splash bro for the Golden State Warriors.
He was.
Even at times, you could say he was looking like he's going to be the new Steph Curry when Steph Curry leaves the Warriors.
Right.
So the Warriors are like, okay, we're going to lock him in for the future. I'm not saying they're wrong. I actually think it was a good decision by the Golden State Warriors.
And it still
makes sense business-wise, but then you also got players on your team that this is going to affect. And most importantly, Draymond Green. Before the next season started, the news blew up. And I know we're supposed to be past this and, you know, they apologized to each other. But this incident going viral like it did had to have had an impact on Jordan Poole's mental. He is 22 or 23 at the time, going viral for getting knocked out by his teammates. Here come the media. You know what the media do to these players? Look at Kyrie Irving. Kyrie's vocal about it. You know, he lets people know how he feels about the media and how it affects players' mental health. A lot of NBA
said
players
Chinese.
Came out and said they've got depression. And I'm not saying that's
Jordan
from
Poole
the
gonna be
media.
letting Chinese
but the
Duncan,
pressure
shut up.
of being a star and the pressure of having expectations are extremely high in the NBA, especially after you had a good season and especially after you get a max contract over someone who has been proven to be an important part of your team in championship runs. Now, Draymond didn't say that this is what caused the fight, but we all know that's probably what caused the fight. So there was a little bit drama going into the season for the Golden State Warriors. But if you look at the stats, it doesn't really look like it would affect Jordan Poole that much. Jordan Poole increased his scoring from 18.5 to 20.
20 points this
20
season?
points a game in the NBA, and he's not even a starter. He averages the same amount of minutes as last year at 30
minutes.
He's averaging about 2 more shots per game. Last season it was 13.9. This season it is 15.6.
15.6.
Last season he averaged 6.2 field goals made per game, and this season it is 6.7. So you could say his field goal percentage dropped a little bit, but I wouldn't say that's like a huge problem, right? The problem with Jordan Poole is consistency. Jordan Poole is the type of player to have a lot of dumb plays. Now, looking at Basketball Reference, they actually list Jordan Poole as a point guard for this season, and throughout his career they listed him at shooting guard. I think the Warriors saw the assist numbers and the playmaking that Jordan Poole is capable of. They saw the comparisons to Stephen Curry. They saw he could be
showing out for the baddies.
He could lead the team, especially for the bench unit, and they trusted him with the ball in his hands more often. And not just to score, but to facilitate. And Jordan Poole is a very good passer, but at the same time, Jordan Poole turns the ball over a lot. This season, Jordan Poole averages 3 turnovers per game. Last season, it was 2.5.
That's not good for a point guard.
His second season in the NBA, it was only 1. So since Jordan Poole got the key to drive the car, he's been more reckless than he was before. In my opinion, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's 23 years old. He just got a max contract. He's getting a whole bunch of expectations, comparisons. Everybody's hyping him up. His ego is going to be
He needs to make shots like that.
Confidence
He's not making shots
at
like
all-time
that.
high. Jordan Poole is a very confident player. Some people might even say cocky and arrogant, which is why Draymond said he's got in a fight with him. So I think all of these things don't help a young player. Listen, Jordan Poole is actually my favorite player on the Golden State Warriors.
Facts.
I'm not a hater, but now when you go on social media, all you see is hate,
slander
on Jordan Poole.
Slander.
It has flipped from last season. It is the complete opposite, and that's why we are watching this video right now. What happened? How did we get to this point? Well, first off, I think it just starts with Jordan Poole's turnovers. He is 4th in the entire NBA with the most turnovers. He has 252 on the season, and that's not including the playoffs. Actually, in the playoffs, Jordan Poole only has 14 turnovers. The player in first place is Stephen Curry with 36.
Stephen has 36 this playoffs? I did not know that. I mean, he's been playing way better than Jordan Poole does, but bro, he has 36 turnovers this playoff.
The player in first place is Stephen Curry with 36, but this is probably because his minutes have been cut a lot. Sometimes he's even out of the rotation, and you've seen last game against the Lakers in game 4 the frustration from Jordan Poole when Steve Kerr took him out of the game.
Yep,
But
I saw it.
he wasn't playing good. And even the game before that, he wasn't playing good. He's turning the ball over. He's taking shots that are almost missing.
He got
the rim
Moses
completely.
Moody
He's losing the ball.
playing
He's
in the
losing his
clutch.
footing. He looks out of control at times. So that just leads us to
Hello? Streaming? About to watch the game? The Warriors? I ate me a sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah. Yep. Alright.
the big question. What happened to Jordan Poole? If you guys want the real answer, nobody really knows besides Jordan Poole. But I'm gonna give you my opinion on what I think happened in the simplest terms that I possibly can. Jordan Poole was coming off a great season, 22 years old. He got a max contract, whole bunch of comparisons. People were hyping him up to be the next big thing. Some people saying the next Stephen Curry, which are huge shoes to fill. I think the whole season, Jordan Poole was trying to prove that he could be the next Stephen Curry. And the Warriors didn't need that. They just needed him to be Jordan Poole on the bench. On paper, it's like, damn, we got this Jordan Poole on the bench who could average 20 a game. We are going to be champions. That's what Warriors fans are thinking. But for some reason, it didn't work out. You gave a 23-year-old a max contract over Draymond Green. He gets knocked out. It goes viral. That is the first start. Social media,
that's facts.
mainstream media, and the NBA media is a huge reason, in my opinion, that Jordan Poole has struggled this season. Think about it. He's a young player, lots of expectations. He probably got his ego built up very high, and all this media, all this embarrassment killed it. And I think along with that killed his confidence, because during the season there were sparks where Jordan
you can lose confidence, chap, even though people say it, bro, and you're in the NBA and you don't need to be listening to outside, bro. Social media is a real thing, bro. Like, everybody has social media, bro, and if you're constantly getting slandered and always, every time you open your phone, there's always something negative about you in the media, bro, like, that can really destroy your confidence and your mental on the court, because now you're worried about chat. When you're worried about making a mistake in the game, it's way worse, because you're worried about making a mistake, so you more than likely going to make a mistake. He probably going into the game, I can't turn the ball over, but when you thinking I can't turn the ball over, you're gonna be bound to turn the ball over. You feel me? You got to be able to play the game in confidence and play the game and no parameters. But with social media and a lot of people, you know, getting on him and shit. Even his teammates probably frustrated with some of the turnovers he does.
Amazing, especially when Stephen Curry was hurting out. Jordan Poole at times carried that team to wins, took over in the fourth quarter, but it went away the next game. The next game, you would see a completely different player. Jordan Poole was either on or he was really off. And I think there were too much expectations on Jordan Poole. Rightfully so, though. He got a max contract over Draymond Green. That's the team's decision, and I think it backfired in the end. Sometimes you might hear, oh man, after a player gets a contract, they're not going to play as hard, they're not going to be as motivated. I don't think that's the issue with Jordan Poole. I think egotistically, Jordan Poole plays a lot of ego ball, and I think at times Jordan Poole's ego gets hurt, especially when he gets benched by Steve Kerr after making a mistake. I think since Jordan Poole has been getting benched a lot, he feels like he cannot make a mistake. And when you play like that,
what did I just say? Literally, what did I just come out of my mouth? Bruh, I literally just said, chat, if you make a mistake and you play like that, you're bound to play worse. What is he about to say right now? Listen.
After making a mistake, I think since Jordan Poole has been getting...
You know the reason why? Because I play like this, chat. Like, I used to play, not with ego, but I used to play with as far as when I was in high school, I used to have a coach that used to be over helicopter over me, and if I made a mistake, sub. If you did that, sub. Like, you feel me? Like, playing like that, being coached like that, it's not fun, bro. It's not fun. Now, I'm not saying Jordan Poole is being coached like that all the time with Kerr, but when you're at an NBA level and, you know, at a higher level, and when stakes are on the line with playoffs and stuff, turnovers and those things got to be minimalized. And, you know, unfortunately, he's not, you know, minimalizing those things, and you got to play
benched
smarter.
a lot. He feels like he cannot make a mistake. And when you play like that, and I'm sure a lot of people have played basketball, definitely not at the level that Jordan Poole has, but when you are a hooper, you know if you are playing in fear that you're going to make a mistake, you are not playing confident, and basketball is a mental game. As soon as you start fearing that you're going to make a mistake, that's when you start making mistakes. That's when you look shaky out there. That's when you start second questioning what you're doing. That's when you start slipping around, missing shots badly, throwing stuff up, losing the ball, turning the ball over. It's exactly what you do when you try not to make mistakes. You make mistakes. And I think in the regular season, it wasn't that big a deal because you could kind of let him play through it. It's the regular season.
Follow! OG! Criminal! Appreciate the follow.
So they needed him even more. And when this was happening, Warriors fans were on his neck the entire season because they relied on him so much. And I know I keep saying a young player. There's young players like Kobe Bryant or Jason Tatum that have led their team and been successful at a very young age, LeBron James. But not every player can be like them mentally. For a 23-year-old to be put in the spotlight compared to Stephen Curry, get a max deal over Draymond Green, get knocked out and embarrassed. Being
a young player, chat, getting the money,
coming off the bench, is a lot. Not even a starter no more. I think a lot of this is just mental. Now, how do you fix it? You gotta let him play through his mistakes. Hopefully, Jordan Poole is not like Russell Westbrook, because Russell Westbrook needs his fans behind him. Russell Westbrook just hears the hate 24/7. And I'm hoping that this doesn't happen to Jordan Poole, but I see that route happening. Warriors fans are already saying to trade him once this next season starts. He needs to be off the team. When he goes in the game, I just feel like all eyes are on him. Warriors fans are like, you better not make a mistake. You better not make a mistake.
Exactly.
Even Steve Kerr's doing it, and you can see it because as soon as he makes a mistake, they pull him. And I know they can't afford to have a mistake. It's the playoffs. But I'm sure Jordan Poole feels that type of pressure because Jordan Poole plays very good when he plays very confident, and that's why he always gets the baddies are sitting courtside.
The baddies are sitting courtside
because when Jordan Poole is feeling confident, that cocky, arrogant self, he's amazing.
He is amazing.
I think Draymond Green might have killed that early in the season when that was the reason he fought him. It kind of shattered Jordan Poole's confidence, I think, a tiny bit, but that being said, he's averaging more points than last year. He's averaging more assists. He's getting a bigger responsibility. You said what's the vid called? But it's called
What Happened to Jordan Poole, Duncan.
Are also masking this season's performance. I know he's been bad. He's had very bad games, kind of like a Russell Westbrook in a way. But in my opinion,
it's a total
recover
mental
from this
game.
Mentally. But I think it's going to take a lot of meditation in the off season. He's got to stop looking at the media. Maybe if Draymond leaves the team, it could be better because Draymond's gonna be a free agent, but we'll see. What do you guys think happened to Jordan Poole? Let me know down below in the comments. Hit that like button if you guys did enjoy this video.
That's a fire video. Shout out to Zay Tate, bro. I'm subscribing to him, bro. He got some good videos, man. Subscribe.